Minute warning. What's good? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Beautiful Thursday night football coming up upon us. I am your host, Josh Shimkus, as always, joined by my other host, Timothy Spoony Banry. How's it going, Tim?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited for this week. I saw that little layout, Shim. I'm catching up. 61-45. I'm catching up, Shim. That means
That's
five
right.
more wins. I can get 10 less.
I was going to say, I actually had a good week, man. After that Eagles win Monday night, I escaped with 12 wins. So that does put us at 61-45. Having a good season so far, I guess I could say. All right, let's dive into it. Thursday night. Tonight, we've had better. Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens, Tim. We discussed Jay Cutler on Tuesday during Fury. Ever since the summer, I've been adamant that the Dolphins should be seeing what they have in Matt Moore before going outside of the club for answers. Anytime the man's number's been called, he's shown the fire, the passion, the desire to want to be in that position. Tim, he deserves the keys to the car to see how far he can get you. You may be sitting on a QB that's overall better than Ryan Tannehill. As for this matchup, the Dolphins have been outscored 27-64 in the first half of games this season. I believe that's in large part due to Jay Cutler's lethargic start to the season and having little to no chemistry with the offense. Ravens are banged up defensively, and we also have Perriman, Macklin, and Wallace all listed as questionable. Not the status you want your lineup to have heading into a short week. If they end up all playing despite the questionable label, I don't have faith in them producing. I have the Dolphins taking this one tonight. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Nothing special, folks. But they will be taking this 17-13.
Shimmy. Shimmy. See, I was going that direction, Shim. I really was. But I had to tell myself, you know what? This is Matt Moore's first start. I like Matt Moore. I really do. Matt's home. That defense is playing good. I love the linebacker, Matt Judon. He's stepping up. You got Mosley. Brandon Carr, my God. Where was that Brandon Carr? I wish we had that one with Dallas. I haven't seen this one. That's a new Brandon Carr. Right. I don't know what are they doing that we ain't doing. So, I mean, that secondary is taking that ball away. With Miami, Devontae Parker's out, I believe. So you still have Jarvis Landry. You still have Kenny Still, Julius Thomas. Good. But I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens at home on a Thursday night. I think Baltimore could really run that ball of Alex Collins and I forgot Mr. Allen from USC. So I'm rolling with 21-17 Baltimore Ravens. Very close game.
I like it. Yeah, I think it's going to be low scoring as well. At Baltimore, might see what the crowd is like out there. All right, Sunday games. We're going to start off all the way in Cleveland, where the Minnesota Vikings are going to be visiting the Browns. And Tim, this is another year, another dollar, it seems like, with the Cleveland Browns. Another QB carousel this year. I'm also on the bandwagon of thinking Cody Kessler is the best option out of that terrible stable of quarterbacks available in Cleveland right now. But it appears Hugh is putting Coyote Ugly back in the lineup. I mean DeShone Kizer, I'm sorry. If you think that's bad, the Browns have had 5 different general managers since the 2009 season, Tim. I guess not passing over the likes of Carson Wentz and Deshaun Watson takes getting the right person in the press box beforehand. We could discuss the likes of the Vikings offense this week and who might be playing QB over there as well, but at this point, it really doesn't matter. The Vikings defense will be too much for the Browns to overcome, while the Vikings can play conservative offense and take this one in stride. Vikings take this one 24-10.
Cody Kessler, Sean Kizer, Kevin Holden. Okay, Jim. I mean, Cody Kessler, DeShone Kizer, Kevin Hogan. You know what? Listen, does it really matter? They go with a quarterback each quarter. I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings winning this game. Fantasy lovers out there, if you got a flex, if you have both running backs and Murray, stop both of them. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just it. Just it. Discuss. Nothing to discuss.
Next game is the Las Vegas Raiders. Sorry about that. Hit my space bar. Traveling to the Buffalo Bills. This Bills team, Tim, is showing a lot of resilience and passion with this new coach, Sean McDermott. I know some fans are behind Tyrod Taylor out there. 2-minute warning, our own Hobbs Illusion. Faith in him. He was on our conference call Tuesday. But he must do more, Tim, and that offense must do more if they look to go deep into the playoffs. The way it's sitting, I believe this Bills team is a playoff team, but I don't believe they're a deep playoff team, and I could see them getting knocked out on the wild card weekend. This Raiders team has issues that need addressed and fast. They had a great home win against the Chiefs, but this Raiders team is 6th worst in terms of yards allowed and just lost their running back to a suspension. Let's not forget, Jack Del Rio has never won his division as a head coach. I got the Bills 28-25.
Hey, Sam.
Yes, sir.
You know what?
Yes, sir.
You know what?
Yes, sir.
I did say the Raiders were back last week. But then when I'm watching the Buffalo Bills, I'm like, damn, is that the same team that used to have Bruce Smith, used to have Thurman Thomas, used to have Jim Kelly, great Hall of Fame? I'm like, wow, that Buffalo Bills team they just play. And you know what? They don't have, the only stars they really have is Tyrod Taylor, who's playing magnificent. He doesn't have really a lot of go-to weapons. You know, just last week they had a no-name guy in Nick Leary and a former quarterback in Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas, quarterback out of Virginia, now played tight end, who scored the lone touchdown. And Shady McCoy, he's playing lights out. And you know what, Tim? Playing in Buffalo, I feel you. I feel you, brother. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills myself, winning 27-26 at home.
It's gonna, yeah. I feel it's gonna be close. I'm sorry, Raiders fans. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show love with the defense.
We try. You know what?
Oh man.
I know Amari Cooper went off last week against the other corner on Kansas City. Watch Tre'Davious White, LSU. Watch him play that man dirty.
Okay, I like it. Good matchup to watch for. All right, let's take it down to next game is Indy Colts traveling to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. Indianapolis, they've been one of the worst teams across the board this season. It's amazing that they've even managed to wring out 2 victories off of their schedule, Tim. But what's more surprising to me is how the Bengals have quietly fielded a top 5 defense in terms of yards allowed per game. But their offense is statistically worse than the Colts. I mean, Dalton did just have a change of OCs a few weeks ago. But at the same time, when you have all those weapons on offense and you're unable to deploy them, maybe it was way too soon to let go of Whitworth on that line. But, Tim, this is a game in which the Bengals have the matchup and they're overpowered in the matchup. They have to capitalize. If this is a game they can't capitalize in, then they're not going to be in it for the long run. But this one will be a close one. I got the Bengals taking this one 21-19.
Jim, what pisses me off about the Colts, they knew Andrew Luck was not going to be healthy the whole year. All right, you got this kid Brissett. It's not even his fault. He just got here from New England Patriots. That takes time. When it comes to the 2MW fans like Sherman Wallace and Tyrone Davis, who are dedicated Colts fans, I feel their pain. And you know what, Shem? I'm going to feel their pain even more this week because T.Y. Hilton said it. He's blaming the offensive line. T.Y. Hilton had the face of, trade me now, Shem. I don't want to be here. And that's sad. That is very sad. Your best player besides Luck don't want to be there. You can tell. You know, the Bengals now, ever since they fired that offensive coordinator, my God, they seem to be better. But the one problem they have is the rookie now, Joe Mixon. He is saying, please let me run the ball. I'm tired of splitting this carry. I want to get some burn. Marvin Lewis, I understand you're the head coach. Do not let the production slip. You have a superstar in the making. And I think this Sunday, they will let him run. I have the Bengals winning this game 21-0 at home.
Okay. Only a 19-point difference between our games, and that 19-point difference is solely with the Colts. Not San Diego, but the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Gillette to face the New England Patriots. Now, the Chargers have been playing some good ball and are on a little streak since they sniffed out their first victory against the Giants back in Week 5.
Right.
To watch for maybe is Melvin Gordon against that Patriots linebacker corp that just lost Hightower for the season. But each of the Chargers opponents were struggling heading into those matchups, and that's not the case with the Patriots. With the game being at Foxborough, I'm inclined to give Tom Brady, who's still playing it at an MVP caliber rate, and that Patriots team the benefit of the doubt. New England has also won the last 6 of the past 7 meetings against the Bolts. I got the Patriots, man. I have to, obviously, take them 3.
Shim. What was the score against Shim?
28-23.
Wow. Okay.
They'll put up a fight. The Chargers, they're not going to just lay down and die.
All right.
They'll put up a fight, though,
Now, we had Spygate. We had cell phone gate.
Oh, I know it's coming.
Spygate.
There it is.
Oh, what's the next gate for this Sunday? There's got to be a something gate this Sunday. You know it in New England. I love how the Chargers won 3 straight. I know some of us had them in Fury picking them to win the division this season, and I still don't see why not. It's gonna be it's a tough division with Kansas City and the Oakland Raiders and Denver Broncos, but Phillip Rivers is still the best quarterback. 1A, 1B with Derek Carr, however you want to put it. He had these guys playing. It's totally all offense. Melvin Gordon's having a great year. When it comes to the Patriots now, Tom Brady is showing a little bit of age. I'm scared if guys like Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa from the Chargers keep getting to him, because you can see teams as this year has been getting to Tom Brady. But they're home. They are home. Another gate of something would appear. So, with that being said, okay, I had the Patriots winning this game 35-34, a close game, Shim. I mean, this is a fantasy. If anybody on fantasy football have these two offense, any player, my God, you're licking your fingers because you're going to score some points this week.
It's interesting with Dontrell Inman being traded. Who do you think is the receiver to go for now in the Chargers? Is it going to be Allen or is it going to be Mike Williams?
Well, what I would do is I would take Mike Williams and stash him. He had 2 targets in Yahoo Fantasy Football 2 weeks ago. 1 target his first game back. Last week was two targets. So I would stash him because they have a bye week next week, and then see just see what they're doing, because Keenan Allen's number 1 target. Tyrell Williams now is slipping. He's not getting as much talk as he was in the beginning.
Travis Benjamin's been getting some love out there. He's been pretty consistent. I think his average fantasy points right now in the PPR league is about 12.6. So he's actually available in some of your fantasy leagues. So if you're looking for receivers out there, people, check that. Travis Benjamin's out there. Again, out there a lot too.
So, is he in our league too? Go ahead. You talk. They go. We go spy on our Fury fantasy. On our Fury fantasy, I think we have to.
Not Tim. If you want to introduce the next game, I just gotta do something real quick. I just gotta check my
All right.
Facebook.
All right. Yeah. Just 1 second.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna bring it to the next game.
All right. We go.
We gotta.
We good.
We good. All right. I wasn't checking my Facebook. I was updating 2-minute warning. You know what I was doing. I'm faithful. You know what I'm not. I was looking at this. You thought
right now. Very important.
You thought I was looking at our league, didn't you? I wasn't doing that.
President was Twitter. On Twitter. I want to see what's.
Yeah, what's trending now? I like it. All right. Chicago Bears. They're traveling to the New Orleans Saints. And the Bears, hey, they've been able to squeak away with a couple of wins so far with Trubisky leading the charge. How about them? How about them Bears? Overtime win against the Ravens and take down the Panthers 17-3. But they travel to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. I'm not sure if Trubisky, in such a young and small field of play, has ever played in a sitting like the one he's heading to on Sunday. See how he responds to the crowd noise in tight situations, and this is a Saints team which may have found some of its swagger confidence in the past few weeks on the defensive side. That's not promising for a team that desperately needed wide receiver help, and they just traded a 7th for Dontrell Inman, like we just talked about. Saints taking this one handedly, 31-17.
Shim, I know we don't do the fantasy talk, but I know Yahoo in the league I am. Trubisky scored 18 points and 9 points and still came out with a victory. That means the Bears defense is doing something very nice. But you know, you in New Orleans now. Listen, I know Dontrell Inman just got there. But who's the quarterback? A rookie quarterback, Trubisky, who hasn't been throwing the ball that much. He's still raw himself. I mean, the defense can do so much. Yep. You have a running game, yes, and Howard and Tyreek Cohen, but you got to do a little bit more. Now, we look at New Orleans. I keep saying it. New Orleans Saints at home is Superman. On the road, they're Clark Kent. They're home now in the Superdome. They're Superman. So there's no explanation needed for me about who Drew Brees has.
Clink them.
Stay your ass down. I have the New Orleans Saints winning this game 35-0. Follow me, Yahoo Fantasy.
You love them goose eggs.
Saints 16 points. 16 points.
Wow. Yeah, they balled out against the Lions. No doubt that they could do it against the Bears as well. So, Atlanta Falcons, they're traveling to MetLife, not to face the G, but to face the J. New York Jets. This is a matchup which shows more intrigue than it did back in the early summer. The Jets are playing better than anyone thought they would, and the Falcons are playing worse than most imagined. Dan Quinn's actually returning to MetLife, where he was part of a coaching staff that won the Super Bowl 4 years prior. Yeah, this one won't be as easy. As we talked on Tuesday of how the Falcons are blatantly showing how much they're missing their play calling of Kyle Shanahan. And it's a game where this Falcons team needs to regroup and regain confidence this Sunday in what should be an inferior opponent. I'm sorry, Jets fans. That inferior word can kind of sting. I get it. Victory. I got the Falcons taking this one close, 24-20. ATLL Atlanta.
Sim. Excuse me. The Falcons lost 3 straight. 2MW Football Fury was the first network that said the problem with the Atlanta Falcons offense is going to be Kyle Shanahan. We said that first. Nobody believed us. Three straight games, they lost. Last week, what was going on? On 4th and 6, you're going for it. 4th and 7, we're going for it. 4 minutes into the game, we have Mighty Ice throwing to Julio Jones. Where was Coleman at? Where was Tevin Coleman at? I mean, he was part of the offense a lot in the passing game last year. Where was Taylor Gabriel at? I mean, who's calling the plays now? When it comes to the New York Jets, I keep saying it, Shim. Not only do they have 2MW love, can we support them?
Oh, yeah.
But that defense comes to play. That offense is unpredictable. Everybody should be apologizing right now to Josh McCown because he's playing good football. He may not have the biggest name, but he's playing the biggest role for a New York team and performing pretty good. And you know what, Shim? I see it. I have the New York Jets, baby. Jets, Jets, winning this game 28-27. It will be a 4-game losing streak for the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm not mad at it, Tim. I could easily see that happening. Yeah.
Damn it.
What do we got here? We got San Fran traveling to Philly. And if you're an NFL Las Vegas betting conspiracy theorist, you're probably waving your bros down right now via Facebook Messenger, text, Discord, any other chat outlets to let them know that the 49ers are a sure thing this week. But simple logic should tell you the Eagles are the best or arguably the second best team in the league right now, matching up against the worst team in the league. This will be a fantastic game for Hala Pulavati Vatai to get his feet wet at left tackle for the first week in Jason Peters' absence. You couldn't ask for a better warm-up regular season game for a new left tackle to transition into the spot. I mean, breadbasket, bro. Breadbaskets. We're taking the Eagles 35-13. Bang.
Sim, Fogbank's not here with us, right?
No, we're good.
Okay, that's good. We'll keep it between us two. Between me.
AKA Foggate, right? Foggate. I like that for Fogs now. Foggate. Oh.
They 6-1. Ooh, whoopie do. Like you know, the offensive lineman went down. The Philadelphia. Don't get me wrong. I like Carson Wentz, but in this day and age in the NFL, you cannot do everything by yourself. The only player that's producing for the Philadelphia Eagles right now is Zach Ertz. It reminds me of Tony Romo to Jason Witten. And as a Cowboy fan, that always didn't go into our favor because when we had to keep doing Romo to Witten and the defense wasn't performing to its task, they fell. And I see that with the Philadelphia Eagles, especially with their best left tackle, Jason Peters, is out for the season. Now, last week against the 49ers, the Cowboys, we had Ezekiel Elliott on the Philadelphia Eagles. A 30-year-old Gavin Blunt. I mean, after that loss, they may be doing his last name. Smallwood, Wendelwood, Wonderful Life. Who is it? I don't know. Okay. I mean, Alshon Jeffrey, where's the hype of the big-time free agent name? Sam, I think he's a free agent in a lot of fantasy football leagues right now. So Alshon Jeffrey's not doing much. Torrey Smith and Aguilar, whoop-de-doo. The 49ers, what I like about this team this week, Shim, if it goes super far, you're going to have a rookie second full game. Okay, they're gonna throw everything at the Philadelphia Eagles. I like the 49ers defense. I like the 49ers defense. I like Reuben Foster starting. I like that young talent. So, you know, I gotta pick my upset of the week, Sam. I'm gonna take the 49ers, upsetting the Philadelphia Eagles 21-20.
Getting the first dub of the season. Hey, it couldn't come at a better team.
That's it.
The Carolina Panthers are traveling to Tampa Bay to face the Buccaneers. This game, here's two teams, all right, squaring up in what I thought, or what is essentially going to be probably for bragging rights of the division. Now that we're here, this matchup is just to stay relevant in the NFC South. The Bucs have been letting anyone run or pass on them this season. Jameis Winston hasn't changed much at all from his freshman year. I've also been a victim to, Cam Newton is going to have a bounce-back week. He's due. I'm starting him. For fantasy way too many times to count now. I keep doing it, and then I am kicking my own ass by the second quarter. While both of these teams have some key injuries, nothing this season shows me Cam has any confidence going towards the second half of the season, and the IR report for the Panthers is longer than the Book of Psalms. I got to go with the more complete team. Nothing else really is selling me on either point. It doesn't hurt that they're home as well, Tim. I got the Bucs taking this one 24-22.
Shim, here's my problem. Did we not see Cam Newton's interview? Him walking away from the press conference?
Yeah, he was same thing, just like the Super Bowl loss.
I want to show people something. This is Cam Newton right here. Can't look at you right now. I'm ashamed for my loss. I don't dare look at you guys. Okay, Shim. This is a quarterback league for grown men. Grown men, Shim. If you have the balls, the audacity to lie, joke around when you're winning, you have to, at least when you lose, stand up, back straight, look forward, answer the questions, head up, eyes forward, face to face like a man, and take it. What is this? Sucking your teeth. What is that? Walking with the shoulder. I mean, what is it? Is this going to be the new Facebook Live? Oh, what is it?
Yeah.
What is it, Sam?
Yeah.
This is my point about Cam Newton, a talented young man. But damn, when you start, do you have it in you? When you something doesn't go right, do you just fall apart? Is that what it is, Shim? Listen, I'm sick and tired. This man now, you got 265 wide receivers, a nice Pro Bowl tight end. You got probably the best offensive weapon out of the NFL draft last year, and Christian McCaffrey busting his butt, leading the team in receptions and receiving yards. My God, what more do you want? You're the one throwing the picks there, brother. Sam, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We have another man and famous Jameis Winston, who I love since Florida State. The man preaches and preaches to a team, whether you're up and down. So with these two helmets clashing, Shim, we have a helmet of a man to a helmet of a guy who needs to be mature and shape up. It is what it is.
I like it.
The you know what? I didn't need to talk about the players. It's about the quarterback. Game is one thing. And I like
going with this.
Yes. You know I'm going with it, right, Sim? You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
And everybody who's watching this, understand where I'm going with this. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this football game 21-20. Excuse me. 21-20. And guess what? Even if Jameis was to lose this game, he will have his face, his eyeball straight up, his back straight, and he will say, blah, 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 have a good day, and walk out for the next game.
That's true. It is true. He definitely knows. He just gets it. Winston, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Winston actually just gets it.
What is
that? Cam Newton coming in with a new shower curtain and a new hay feed.
Like this all of a sudden. I can't see you right now.
Is that Cam? Tim, you look just like Cam Newton. Well, you did right? Hold on. Cam Newton. Now you look like Tim again. Oh, there you go. You look like Cam Newton.
There you go. So I'm saying, come on.
Houston Texans. They're traveling to CenturyLink to face the Seahawks, Tim. I've been enamored with Watson, man. Ever since he was plugged into the spot by O'Brien and has to take over. Looking at the matchup, it's probably easy to say that the Seahawks had the better overall team. And people would also point that Watson is getting, or I should say going to CenturyLink Stadium in only his second road game of his young NFL career. The last time these two teams met, it was the Legion of Boom going against a Matt Schaub team where he helped throw the game away, blow the game in overtime. We all know how Matt Schaub was as a quarterback. Ruthless, terrible, obsolete. I don't think they're really the Legion of Boom anymore, Tim. Nah, and this isn't Matt Schaub, is it? Despite switching stadiums this time around, I'm looking for some young magic coming from Watson in a big upset this week. No JJ Watt. Houston.
No doubt.
Texans taking this one 28-22.
Listen, I want to play something how I feel about the Seattle Seahawks right now. Right now. I really do because.
All right, let's do this. I like your media. Let's do this.
You know, because
hot media takes.
I know Sean's not here. You know, I know Sean's looking right now about his Seattle.
Here in spirit.
What you're gonna say, but I had to tell him. Seattle Seahawks. Where do they come from? These smells from. See, the fart noises is what the Seattle Seahawks Legion of reminds me of, Shim. Again, I'm not seeing the same defense. I really not. And you know what? If the New York Giants would have had Odell, maybe just Sterling Shepard this game, I think this game would have been even a closer game than when it was. They still didn't look too good. I don't like that offense a little bit. We having guys in the sidelines like Baldwin arguing with the head coach. How dare you touch a grown older man? What y'all should be doing is going to the players, smack them on the helmet, and let them know, yo, it's time to play. But no, you want to touch the head coach? Excuse me, not the head coach. One of the coaching staff. My God, when it comes to the Houston Texans, Shimmy, do you know what I love about them? They reminded me of the Dallas Cowboys of last year with Deshaun Watson at quarterback and the team rally around him. You see Hopkins now becoming that all-pro wide receiver. You're seeing Fuller now becoming that receiver. He was told he would be coming out of Notre Dame. You having that defense come alive again, even without J.J. Watt. I'm loving it. And you know what I love about it? Guess what? I believe that the Houston Texans are going to go over to Seattle and say, hey, we got Hopkins, you got Richard Sherman. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to exploit that secondary over and over and over again. I have the Houston Texans winning this game 21-17. Oh, one more thing. Jadeveon Clowney against that offensive line. Oh, my God.
Don't sleep on Will Fuller, neither.
Russell Wilson, but ask Ciara what's for dinner. He's going to be hungry and have a whole lot of wine.
He's going to be running a lot. That's for damn sure. We got Dallas Cowboys, Washington place. And the Cowboys' victories this year, Tim, Giants, Cardinals, and the 49ers. I know you like to reiterate teams' opponents to classify their stance in the league, and I'm doing the same. I'm not impressed. Washington's losses have come against twice arguably to the best team in the league right now, the Eagles, and one to the Chiefs. This is one of the toughest games of the week to decide, personally, in what feels like a playoff game, just to stay relevant to the Eagles in the NFC East race. If I'm going matchups, then I'm looking at Kirk, a bad Monday night loss, to find openings on that Cowboys secondary. Tim, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to do this to you live, but the Redskins, 28-17.
Oh God, Jim. I try. I'm trying to hold it in. I just can't.
Oh, here
Dallas
we go.
Cowboys played a great game last week, winning 40-10 against the 49ers.
Mm-hmm. Great game.
Good comeback after the bye week. He formed, he shaped, eyes set on the prize. Before I go to my Cowboys, finish with my Cowboys, I'm going to go with the Redskins right now to stay sane. Offensive line, 4 starters were hurt last week. The most important one was Trent Williams battling a knee issue that they're saying he will have surgery, that he's not even practicing the whole week. So that's something. When it comes down to the wide receiver spot, they're going in and out between Doxson and Terrell Price, so they don't know what to do. Their running game is kind of messed up. Josh Norman, the all-pro corner, has a battling with a rib injury. That's big. The Eagles are resting the game. The Redskins are kind of hurt right now. They had 17 guys who didn't practice Wednesday. Today's Thursday, so I got to re-up on what's going on. The Dallas Cowboys, you're fresh off the bye. Last week against the 49ers, that was practically a bye week for y'all. An easy win. Dallas Cowboys, understand this. You are to finish what you started with the New York Giants. W's, run the game. Stop with the bullshit. You cannot, don't run the ball. Get after Kirk Cousins. Play smart. Go after the prize. The Giants are out of it now. It's between y'all and the Eagles. And you know what, Sim? I have my Dallas Cowboys winning this game 28-20 at Washington.
Close scores. All right. We almost had the same scores, just flipped. I like it. All right. Let's take it to the Sunday night game. We got Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Ford Field. Lions. Stafford, he hasn't impressed much as he did last year for me. And they will be home to a stout pass defense in the Steelers. Detroit doesn't have much of a run game, and the matchup against the Steelers' D-line and linebackers could prove to be bad. The only luck the Lions will really have in this game is getting Big Ben uncomfortable in the pocket. But historically speaking, Big Ben plays his best ball in October. And Le'Veon Bell, he's been finding his path. Should flip this around, shouldn't I? I got the Steelers taking this one. 26-19.
Sam, I'm getting a reputation that I hate the Steelers. I'm getting a reputation that I'm hating the Steelers. I mean, listen, I respect the Steelers. I really do, Sam. Martinez Bryant, he's now on the scout team. We don't know what's going on. Juju now, by all means, if Juju's available in your fantasy, pick him up ASAP. He's in the lineup. Distractions. It's not good for a football team. Justin Hunter is now on the roster, taking Martinez Bryant's role. So it's gonna be Antonio Brown, Juju, and it's gonna be Justin Hunter, and I believe Eli Rogers. Okay, all right. And Le'Veon Bell's there. Detroit Lions. No Golden Tate. It's big. Ebron hasn't stepped up. Galladay just coming back from injury. TJ Jones is. There's Marvin Jones. Corey. Happy birthday, Brian. Giving you a shout out. Oh my God, this is terrible.
Happy birthday, Brian.
I have the Pittsburgh Steelers win this game 35-20. Oh my God! I just put the Steelers to win this game. Shit. I don't know what's coming on me. I just put the Steelers to win this game.
Decision from the Fury panel. That's a unanimous decision, and it burns.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
It burns.
God.
Monday night. We gotta go to Monday night because
that hurts. I didn't want to pick him. I didn't pick him. I gotta catch him. I didn't want to pick him. Oh my God.
I didn't want to do it if you didn't want to do it.
I didn't want to do it. Call me for a watch. I need to watch.
I hate this stupid show.
I don't know
Monday night. We gotta go to Monday night. We gotta go to Monday. Midnight is gonna be the Denver Broncos. The show is the Kansas City Chiefs. Two division opponents, and they've both been down on some down streaks the past couple of weeks. But both teams are ailing for a win to stay afloat in the division with the Raiders right there, and the Chargers. They're showing a bit of resurgence. The difference in this one is the Chiefs will have the better and more consistent quarterback weapon, and they'll be playing at Arrowhead Stadium, Tim. A great game for the Chiefs to bounce back, get a division win, and get the gears going again in the AFC. I got the Arrowheads. Chiefs taking this one 27-16. 27-16. I know.
It's damn onion.
I know.
I was cooking. Onion with soup is not good. Onion's in front of your face, like make your eyes dry. And
I know, it's got layers.
Okay. Focus. SHIM.
Tim.
Okay. For some reason, I keep saying it. The Kansas City Chiefs, they need to address the wide receiver spot. I'm not liking what's going on. I mean, against the Raiders last week, they should have. I mean, they lost, but they should have been lost. It's never went to overtime. Besides Kelsey and Hunt, I'm not liking what they got. Tyreek Hill is not a number one wide receiver option, in my opinion. No, he's not. He's great in returning. The things that made the Chiefs great last year, they're losing a little bit. Hunt, you're running him to the ground. They need to look at somebody's roster and get a potential wide receiver that could probably do decent enough during the playoff. Now, when it comes to Denver now, you got the no-fly zone coming to your house. 3 stud cornerbacks, and Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr., and Roby, the other guy, Roby. I'm sorry. Von Miller, good defense. The offense is the issue with Simeon, and Emmanuel Sanders. Now he may be back by Monday. Even if he doesn't come back, I like the kid Fowler. I really do. So with the Chiefs, running the ball is not going to be. I mean, even though the New York Giants with Darkwa ran the ball pretty good, I think with the Chiefs, you're going to have a problem because what's going to happen is now I see the Denver Broncos putting 8 in the box to stop Hunt and forcing the Chiefs to go man-on-man with their receivers against the Broncos corners, which may hurt Kelsey. Now I have my fantasy. I got to start him regardless. But so when I leave,
of course,
I have an upset. The Denver Broncos win this game 21-17.
Oof!
Wow,
That'd be a blow for the Chiefs.
I didn't want to pick the Broncos, man, Shin, but
yeah, damn,
that wide receiver issue they have to resolve. I mean, my God, if the Bears can get Joshua in, man, what can you can't get all the receiver besides what you have?
Okay.
Me and you can go out there for the Chiefs right now. We run routes. Me and you go suit up for Alex Smith right now, Shin.
Can't argue that. I have no rebuttal for that, actually. I was looking for a smart-ass remark, but I really don't. You're right.
I mean,
you're absolutely right. And that right there just wraps up the NFL Week 8 picks from Tim and Shim. The 100%, no doubt about them. Pick'ems for NFL Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Thank you for another glorious Thursday night, Week 8. We're going another... What do we got? 9 weeks left, man. This season just travels so fast. It just
before we know, we're gonna be doing football fury with the NFL draft, prospects, good old talk about what's going on. Hey, listen, we may have potential playoff teams picking in the top 5. That's scary for next season. Those are the things we're going to start getting into. Potential trades. Potential stars going from one team to the next.
That's scary just for the 2-minute warning draft live party that we're about to have in the spring of 18. You know how fucking...
Yes.
Excuse my language. You know how lit I'm going to be, Tim?
Oh, Sammy, you know what? I should be in Dallas. We'll be live like a mother.
And that's it, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. Catch us not Tuesday of the next week for Fury because of Halloween, but Wednesday, November 1st, Antonio Brown. We live, baby. We live.
No.
Oh, no, Tim. What is you doing, baby? Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Till next time.